Ralph the Barbarian here. We're on episode 16 for Railroad Tycoon 2 Let's Play here in China. And we're getting very close to the end here as we're at 1970. Last time out, we upgraded some trains, added a few new routes, and tried to spend as much of our money as possible. It didn't really work. You know what? I'm all for it. We're earning like $20 million a year. I'm all for it. So let's see if we can get as much as that into our pockets as possible. Eventually, once this gets to, say, I don't know, maybe like 1990s, we're going to have to start focusing on dividends and less on profits. You know, get more money into our account so that we can secure as much as this as possible. So, you know what buttons to hit? And with that being said, let us move along here. And immediately, the first thing I want to do is build a new route. So we have this little, I don't even know where the heck it is, end sticking out. And I feel like we should build another, well, I don't think it would be feasible. All right, never mind. Never mind. So what I'm looking, so last time out, we actually had an interesting situation. Tianjin has this, and it means we can send our stuff to auto plants right out of the gate. So we're gonna start there and see if we can find anything with excess coal or steel. We need at least two, and I see something right out of the bat. So if we send it to Tianjin and maybe send it to the one over, where's an auto plant that's not really being used? I know where there's some, but there's over here though, so that's the only problem. It would have to be somewhere down here. And then there's that. I'm not gonna acknowledge that. Not gonna worry about that right now. Oh, Shanghai hasn't won. We could go there. Hangzhou has not one but two, which is funny. Alright, calm down. It has to be nearby, though. I would say the one in Shangzhou would be good enough. Alright. We can still do GG1s, but eventually the game's going to kick us off of it. We'll send it back to, well, Beijing doesn't need them. Ironically enough, back to Tianjin. That's fine. Okay. That works. Maybe we'll go to the Chongqing auto plant, which has been there for like the longest freaking time. This has been there since the very beginning, and if I remember correctly, we've never been able to really do anything with it. Alright, it's going to be a far route, but it'll be fine. Wait. Seriously? Where? Oh, I put it from over here. Why did I do that? Okay. Same route as last time. My bad. I wasn't paying attention. Alright, so we'll report over there. And that train's actually in the wrong station too, but that's so be it. Let's see. There's just a straight steel mill. That would be great. Oh, I forgot about passengers. This whole time, I totally forgot. Okay, really? Seriously? I've... Oh, my God. There's just an excess of oil, and I can't do anything about it. That's great. That's great. Oh, game, you need to calm down. Gushing cash, I don't own it. Well, that's a problem within itself. That is disgraceful. People need to be on these things. Is there another electric plant we could send it to? Fine, I'll do it. Alright, so let's see. What else? We're looking for other steel mills that have ports. Nearby works too, I guess. I would have to come down from the mountains, basically. Alright. How about one right? I saw something over here. Yeah, Langzhou would work. Okay. And the GG1 is officially out of the building. It is obsolete. So for the first time, we're going to convert the Pen E4044s. Well, yeah, Pen E444s it is. All right. So this, I guess, is our brand new train now. The game finally said enough and forced us to do it. So that'll have to do for right now. We'll hold off on the GG1s as long as we can. But eventually I think that will get kicked out too. Once they start all crashing. I know, that sounds so terrible, but that's the way it is. Yeah, there's like nothing more we could do, basically. Very lucrative and I don't own it. Well, that's the problem now, isn't it? Alright, you're starting to get lucrative. I like that. Oh, I see anything else. There is just a lot coming out of this. And I mean a lot. I don't know. I can't even barely keep track of it all, too. I mean, the more we put in the industry, the better. So it does kind of help us in a way. There's certain things we could use that could help us out a little bit better. But, you know what? It is what it is. So, let's see. I guess from this point forward, I'll just keep an eagle eye out for anything else I see. But there's not too much more we can do. I'm going to make this train a little bit easier. I don't know why we're not doing that in the first place, so there you go. Okay, there we go. Now we're getting goods and lumber from Taipei. And we'll do the same thing from Xiamen too. Alright. Well, I should probably vary it a little bit. There we go. Dump it off there. Let's see what we can't. Cool. Oh, I just noticed this hasn't been electrified. How the heck did I miss that? Alright, so that's been fixed. That's gotta be annoying for all of our trains to be having to go around, but it is what it is. Just curious of something here. Is there an electric plant over here? Yeah. Oh, could. Okay. Again, we're now in that Pen E44 kick. We'll do another one. We'll supply both of them at once. I don't know where we could send the waste to. There's no landfill. Well, I think the game kind of forgot something. Oops, I think you're forgetting something, game. Oh well, it's not important. I don't think. We got a ton of wool over here. Do something. And that's out of our reach. Okay. Alright, so we're doing good. I'll dump it off there. There we go. That works. Lucrative and I don't own it. Well, how dare I? Let's see. Wait, was that losing money? Hold up. Well, the people can't have anything lose money. How dare you? They will not be too pleased by that whatsoever. Let's see. Alright, that works. Alright, well, maybe you might use this line even. Huh. Nothing's really using that. No, it decided to go this way. Okay, well, fine. Be that way. I see how it is. Let's see. Probably you can do one from Young Chen too, sure. Alright, we gotta address our passenger rail here, actually. That's what I really wanted to do. So now... if we just do one mail car, that'll work. Go. I'm looking for cities here. Yeah, because the game clearly has passed us by in this regard. I know we have so many stations here. I can barely tell which is which. We'll throw in a few more passenger rails. Ew, a diesel engine. I don't want that. Very lucrative, but we don't own it. Well, that's a whole different story. We have to own that. Come on. It's not rocket science, people. I mean, it is for the people, so... let's see. I'm not really seeing anything else. Oop. Give me that. And that. Yes. Okay. That's cool. Oh man, our cities are getting so big that our stations can't even cover the whole thing. Gushing cash and I don't own it. Well, that's very disappointing. That is very disappointing. Okay, so now for the first time we've officially lost a GG1, so they're gonna slowly crash their way out of existence. That sounds so horrible, but that's the truth of the matter. I don't see anything in here. Oop. More industry we could buy up, the better. I mean, oh, gushing cash, and I don't own it. What is going on here? Okay. Yeah, our revenue growth is slowly there, but we're kind of evening out on profit. That's okay. That's perfectly okay. I know it's not the best, most ideal situation, but so be it. Like I said, every once in a while we'll issue some stock and I'll buy some. It does help, you know. Wow, how did we get so many goods? I don't get that, but okay. And then we need a spot to send this fertilizer to. What is a good location? Well, actually, yeah, we can do that. At this point, we're on the hunt for new routes. Okay, that'll work. Even though we're sort of jamming all of our rails with stuff, which is funny. I mean, not that kind of funny, but so be it. We could do that, sure. Wait. No, it does need food. Okay, that works. Okay, there we go. Alright, very nice. Actually, we could use a new passenger rail down here, too. I just thought of that. Want to go from Hong Kong to, Shanghai and back. We'll just do one straight from Hong Kong to Taipei, because why not? There's a couple new passenger trains there. Nice speed, but again, this really only works on flat land. That's not going to do anything for us, okay. There we go. Some more passenger rail for this area. What are all these? Ah, no wonder. And that all adds up as over time. Ooh. Yeah, I see it. I mean, the sheep are even taunting me for crying out loud. We got to do something about that. Okay, I know. We got to work on getting telegraph poles. Maybe after this year. You're only at 3. You're paying... Oh, perfect! 9! I like that. Okay, there we go. So let's head into Zygog. Zgog, or whatever it's called. Ugh. Man, I'd like to do something with this auto plant. Okay, I suppose we could do something from Chantal Crossing. Okay. So we're gonna try something. There should be a steel mill in over here. Oh, too much. And then there we go. As long as it doesn't demand steel, which it does not, we're good. All right, so this should work. Hypothetically, I could bring it to a steel mill closer, but then the auto plants are going to suck up the tires, and that's not going to help. Alright, another one bites the dust. Alright, anything I can do to help our steel industry out, fine, but it's looking very iffy. What I wish we had is more auto plant, more ports next to steel mills, and more electric plants. And the landfill, if it ever shows up. I don't think it will. Alright, let's see. Alright. That's the wrong city. Good job, me. Oh. Keep going. Fuzhou that needs it. Okay. Oh, that's going to be a problem now, isn't it? I think we can send it to Nanjing and we'll be okay. There we go. It's all set. Heck, we'll do two. So now we'll send it to the other one in Hangzhou. Send the People's Auto to Shanghai. Okay, that works. There we go. Anywhere we can. Believe me, we're getting flooded with a lot of materials here. It's getting nutty. Believe me, though, it gives us an excuse to buy everything, which is funny. But eventually, it's gonna, our train traffic's gonna get out of control. Like, if this is what it's gonna be for the rest of the game, I'm all for it. Oh, here we go. Class E111. Now, hold on. Hold on. Better than the Pen E44 in every single way. Okay. Even maintenance, it works. So, we're going to do this. Yeah, same amount of fuel, less maintenance. Oh, I like this. Okay. Okay. So, I want to see something. And I could tell what if there's an electric plant or not with the giant waste thing. There's not. Still no landfill, by the way, which kind of annoys me. So unless we get a random... And that's speaking of things that annoy me. There's that, too. I think unless the nuke plant and the uranium mine show up, we're probably not going to get anything new in the industrial front. That stinks, don't get me wrong, but, you know, it is what it is. Oop, the other one. Other one! There it is. Sure, why not? Forget it. Alright. Oh, we got a ton of coal over here. Okay. Hang on for one... I was just going to say, hang on for 1 minute. Well, first off, we got our first E111. So there we go. Second off, can we do... There. Okay, can we pause the game, please? Good grief. Thank you. Okay, is there anything I noticed over here that's causing issues? Not entirely. I mean, I'm trying to figure out why it's flat. That could just be a traffic jam related thing. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, so that's not going to work. He's definitely not going to help us, but I don't think he'll do anything. I think it's a traffic related thing. Let's see it. We'll try to figure this one out. A lot of traffic in there. There's nothing I can do about... Well, that's just wonderful. Well, maybe there is. Hold on. Not entirely. Okay. Yeah, I don't think there's a way to build a second bridge over here, so there's that. Got a lot of traffic up here, but nothing I can do to bypass this. Well, maybe not there is. Hold on. Okay, maybe there is. I'll see if I can get the trains this new route and see if that helps. So that could be one source, but I don't know if the trains will go for it or not. That's the problem. I don't know if any of the trains will go for this stuff. Oh, that's a pretty nice, interesting proposition. Okay, game. Can we fit a railroad in here? No, it looks like you can, but you can't. Okay. This corridor is just a mess. I can't do anything about that, I don't think. Well, maybe we can. Hang on. I'm going to try something. See if maybe they'll take that route. I don't know if they'll buy it or not. It's meant to be kind of more of a bypass. With a single route. Oh, no, it's got to be electrified. There we go. I don't know if any trains from over here will buy it or not. Worst case scenario, it just adds to our book value. Oh no, how terrible. We've established a long time ago that mountain routes are just hard. Unless... Well, not really, but there's a lot of coal and iron to be had. Ooh. Not for nothing. But... Yeah, the recession's in. Oh, okay, now we're getting that. Well, good, the trains are using this one, and they're actually using it quite well, I might add, so... I think this is just local traffic. There's not much we can do about it. I'm going to be incredibly greedy and try something. I mean, why not? Or maybe I'll put it, like, right here. Do, like, a big station, and... There you go. Okay. There we go. Now we've got all of this. This is just amazing. Good. Can we keep it going? I'm just curious. I may have screwed up. No, not entirely. That 11 grade scares me. Okay. We do not want to do that. Although, wait a minute. I know this looks stupid, but again, there's a giant 11 grade there. I'm not going to deal with that. Okay, well, we can certainly deal with that. I don't see why we can't. Well, we are going to create a little resupply station over here. Okay. I don't know if the trains are going to take that or not, but we definitely are going to get some steel over here, so... I think we can make this work. Alright. I think we can. Alright. Get the E11. Now, is it different than the pen? How is it different? More reliability. Ah, this will be perfect. Alright. Excellent. Where is it? There we go. Economy back on track. I like to hear that. I like to hear that whatsoever. We'll do another one only to Guillen this time. Okay. Actually, we'll do it to Hong Kong just so we can get some tires. Although they'll take the steel. That's gonna be a huge problem. We'll bring it over to Sean King, sure. And then, let's see. Okay, well then we'll do this. Wuhan. There we go. Actually, hold up. I screwed up. Whoa. There we go. Well, now I gotta duplicate everything. Oh boy. I screwed up again. Definitely did not think that one through a little bit. Okay, that's okay. There we go. There we go. Just duplicate everything. I feel like we're making a record amount of profit, too. Not for nothing. Let's see. We'll do the same thing for Huanan. And then Wuhan has a tool and die facility. Okay. There we go. So we got a lot coming out of there. So why the heck not? Look at how efficient those trains are moving, too. Aha! So they are using this. I was wondering about that, and I guess I found my answer. Oh. Wasn't for diesel plant. We can actually skirt around this, but that's not going to happen. Honestly, at this point, I'm just looking to try to keep track of things. Keep up with things the best I can. But I realize it's going to be difficult. Hey, none of that. No American-style stuff, game. We know bald eagles are American. We don't need them spying on us. Bruh. That's not the communist way. They don't like communism over there. We despise them. I know. Again, I said that for the millionth time, but here we are. Okay, so we got that. I was just going to say, did we just inadvertently create a new bypass? But the answer is no. Alright. Wool can go to... There we go. Okay, that works. We do 2 aluminums. And then 2 produces and drop it off in Changsha. I think that'll work. Where did I just put that? Uh-oh. There we go. There you are. I was looking for that. At this point, we're just doing full loads. If you're not doing full loads, I don't know what the hell's going on. Profit is sinking again. Ugh. It's not terrible levels, but it's getting to the point of, uh-oh, do I need to be concerned about this? Also, we're up to 615 million. I'm a little annoyed by that. So we're going to increase our dividend to 10, almost 10 million here. I think we need to do that. Issue more stock, buy more. We're up to 10, almost 11 million shares. I'm fine with that. The more the merrier, and we're good. So we slowly are hitting the 1980s here. Ports aren't busy just yet, so there's that. Okay. That one's not really doing too well. Alright. Could send some to the refinery over here and then to Shenyang. Okay. I know we got a ton of oil over there, so I'm not even worried. The only concern is which way are we going, and we'll have to see. I don't think our trains are really using this the way I thought they would. But okay. I didn't really look at traffic over here, and it's the same story, but there are stops over here, so there's nothing I can do about that. Listen, I tried, and sometimes it just doesn't work out. Okay, let's see. I'm actually going to see if I can expand this one to a large. Okay, so it's got multiple now. Alright, that's cool. Trying to see if there's a granary and a wool farm over here. Well, not entirely. Well, Xeon has one. Alright, that works. So we can do that. Yep, there's that. So we lost another one. Realistically, I'm not going to think about replacing trains until 1995, like I said earlier. That corresponds with the year that, by that point, I really don't care what exactly we're dealing with. You know, I would like to do more of this gravel over here. We got tons of it lurking. I suppose there's no shame in doing this. All right. The only problem is there's a lot of mountains in this area. That's the only thing that's like, ugh. That's probably our best bet. See our way in. All right. I think that's really the only way we can go. Because all the alright, whatever. Yeah, I can hear you. Jeez. Alright. There's a couple gravel pits over here. I don't care about the iron. Take both of those. There's one in Lao Zhao, but that's not the one I'm focusing on. I'm focusing on these two. And Sean King, so we'll do that. There we go. Seriously? Wait a minute, what? No! I didn't even see this! Wow! I didn't even notice this earlier until... Holy moly, how did that get, like... Wow, that is an oversight on my behalf. Whoops! I do not know how many trains couldn't get to over to Lanzhou just because of that. Ooh. My apologies for that. Yikes. Alright, well, that's okay. At least now it's working. Okay, okay. That was, embarrassing. Eh. Alright. I think we can do the same for over here, right? Yeah. Okay, so let's try this again. I think you demand. Yeah, you do. Alright. There we go. Oh, I lost another one. It's an oil train, no doubt. Ugh. Lost another one. Seem to be losing quite a few, which is starting to worry me a little bit. Okay. These things are almost about to fall off the map. Jeez. Okay, I'm not really seeing anything else. Okay. Well, I mean, kind of have to, right? Suppose we could build another one over here. Okay, there we go. I think Kuming has one. All right. There we go. Another one bites the dust. Jeez. Having a ton of them, but I'm not terribly worried again. We need to get to 1995, and then we'll be okay. And that's just the whole point. So far, nothing. All right. Oh, we crossed 50 million revenue. Profit is still okay. I think we're still doing okay here. More stock to be issued. More to buy up. Cool. We can send it to... Which one was it? This one? Let's see. Yeah. How about that Guiyang? So we'll send it to you, you, and... You? Okay, yeah. And I guess we'll give Guiyang goods back. Yeah, that works. Works for me. We finally get a train taking this! Yay! Even if it's unintentional. Ah. Oh, we got a passenger rail using this. That's a first. I haven't seen that in a while. I mean, that's cool, but... Now we got 2 gravel pits and an unlimited amount of gravel. Oh my god. What is happening? Alright, well, we gotta fix this. Alright. Cement streets for the People's Auto. Yay. Spread it out a little bit. People need to own that. People need to own that too. So, you're telling me we have 3 cities now merging into 4 cities now merging into each other. You can tell this game is way past when it should have ended. Oh my god. You see what I mean? Keeping track of everything has become extremely difficult now. This is like the difficult stage of the game. And take these. Yeah, I hear you baying at me. Well, you're gonna get bad, all right. We'll see how funny it is when you're entering a one of these thingies. Shanghai is just the perfect place to send this to. No, wrong. Although, actually, can't send it there. It's a horrible spot. There we go, just in case. Another one bites the dust. Like I said, we got 13 more years, and then I want to see what everything looks like once we're all set. Alright, there are 2 for 1 special here. Is there a cannery nearby? I was just going to say, is there something with a cannery and a wool producing thing nearby? Yes, there is. Oh, sweet. This will work. Where did I just put this? Oh, there it is. Oh, Zhaozong. Okay, got it. The city itself. Look at that. There we go. I know we keep jamming more trains into this, but that's okay. They are using this. I think that's the one I built earlier, but I don't remember. I don't have a reason for going over here, pal. Okay, you're collecting produce. Got it. All right. Another one bites the dust. Ugh. Speaking of getting bit off the dust, that sounded weird. Anyways, la 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 la. Okay. I don't really see anything else. There's not really too much more we could do, I don't think. Alright, I think this is a good stopping point, honestly. At least our revenue has crossed the 50 million threshold. Our profit is hanging in there. Our net wealth keeps taking a stumble. Remember, it's from the highest point that I see. We'll add a few bit more in here. Sure, why not? Amazing how every time we issue stock, this went down a lot, but now we're down to 718, so we got plenty of purchasing power too, so I'm not really worried here. Yeah, our profitability hasn't really gone anywhere, to be honest. I mean, we're trying. I don't know what else I could do here. Oh my god, I couldn't do this again even if I tried. Ah, that's funny. That is really funny. I think we'll keep the dividend where it is. But for right now, and our I'm pleased to announce that, no surprise, our book value has crossed the $1 billion threshold. It actually did in 1975, so that's a good sign. We are currently staring at 1.8, 1.9 billion times 3, so we're at about 5.5 billion. I don't know if we'll get to the 13 billion. It's going to be close. It really is going to be close here. Seeing if there's anything changes here. Not entirely, honestly. As for why we made 6 million more, I couldn't really tell you. Somehow the freight went up. Okay. So I think what I'll do for next time, we gotta do something about the stations. I keep bringing up the fact that we haven't really fully upgraded everything, so maybe we'll do that to start off with. We've got $700 million, so why not? And then we'll keep on trucking until 1995. We are basically in a holding pattern at this point. Yeah, see, the game started in 1850. Everything's getting so wild here. We're at the point now where keeping track of everything is next to impossible, so I will do my best, but I make no guarantees. So maybe in like 10, we'll check in on all of our stations, upgrade them, and then I will, you know, see what I could do here, because it's starting to get a little bit ridiculous to an extent, I think. I don't know. But yeah, thank you all for watching. You know what buttons to hit as usual. And I will see you at the next stop. Peace out, y'all.